Lakshman Bhai.
कृष्ण परमात्मा की
जय।
बोलो श्री कृष्ण परमात्मा की
जय।
बोलो श्री कृष्ण परमात्मा की
जय।
बोलो श्री कृष्ण परमात्मा की बोलो श्री कृष्ण परमात्मा की
has been disconnected.
ಭಾಗವತ ಸಪ್ತಾಹದ 5 ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ತಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಈ ಭಾಗವತದ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳಾದ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ನೇಪಾಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ
नयमपनय विष्णो समय मनश्शमय विषय मृगतृष्णा भूतदयां विस्तारय तारय संसारसागरतः यदुनीमकरन्दे परिमलपरिभोगसच्चिदानन्दे श्रीपतिपदारविन्दे भवभयकेदच्चिरे विन्दे तद्यपि वेदापगमे नादथवा नमामकीर्तनं सामुद्रो वितरङ्गः जनसमुद्रो न तारङ्गः उद्धृतनगनगविरल्या अनुजकुलामित्रमित्रसखिदृष्टे दृष्टे भवते प्रभवति न भवति पतितस्मारः मत्स्यादिभिरवतारैः भवता मत्स्यादिभिरवतारैः मोदरगुणमन्दिरा सुन्दरवदनारविन्दगोविन्दा भवजगदिमन्दिरा परमन्दरमपनयस्वं मे नारायण करुणामया शरणं करवाणि तावकौ चरणौ इति षट्पदी मदीये वदन सरोजे सदा वसतो वदन सरोजे सदा वसतो
Now it's to welcome Sri Vinayak Guru. You want to pardon? Thank you very much. Yeah, really good.
शिवतमेव निष्ठं सर्वकल्याणमूर्तिं परशुकमलहस्तं शोभितं मोदकेन अरुणकुसुममाला व्यालम्बोदरं तं मम हृदयनिवासं श्रीगणेशं नमामि। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्त कर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। कृष्णव्रतः कृष्णमनोस्मरन्तः रात्रौ च कृष्णं पुनरुद्धिताये ते कृष्णदेहा प्रविशन्ति कृष्णम् आज्यं यथा मन्त्रभूतं हुताशे संसारसागरे मग्नं दीनं मां करुणानिधे कर्ममोह गृहीताङ्गं मामुद्धर भवार्णवात्। श्रीमद् भागवताख्योऽयं प्रत्यक्ष कृष्ण एव हि स्वीकृतोऽसि मया नाथ मुक्त्यर्थं भवसागरे मनोरथो मदीयोऽयं सफल सर्वथा त्वया निर्विघ्नेनैव कर्तव्यो दासोऽहं तव केशव। शुकरूपा प्रबोधज्ञ सर्वशास्त्र विशारदा एतत्तथा प्रकाशेन मदज्ञानं विनाशय। कृष्णं नारायणं वन्दे कृष्णं वन्दे व्रजप्रियं कृष्णं द्वैपायनं वन्दे कृष्णं वन्दे वृथासुतं वन्दे नन्दव्रजस्त्रीणां पादरेणुम् अभीक्ष्णशः यासां हरिकथोद्गीतं पुनाति भुवनत्रयम्। प्रह्लाद नारद पराशर पुंडरीक व्यासांबरीश शुक शौनक भीष्म दाल्यान् रुक्मांगद उद्धव विभीषण फाल्गुनादीन् पुण्यानि इमां परम भागवतां नमामि। ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय। वनमाली राधा रमण गिरिधारी गोविंद वनमाली राधा रमण गिरिधारी गोविंद वनमाली राधा रमण गिरिधारी गोविंद भक्त हृदय मंदार भानुकोटि सुंदरा भक्त हृदय मंदार भानुकोटि सुंदरा नंद नंद गोपवृंद नारायण केशव हरि नारायण केशव वनमाली राधा रमण गिरिधारी गोविंद वनमाली राधा रमण गिरिधारी गोविंद अच्युत अनंत केशव माधव श्रीधर माधव गोविंद अच्युत अनंत केशव माधव श्रीधर माधव गोविंद गोविंद हरि गोविंद गोकुल नंदन गोविंद नंद नंदना गोविंद गोविंद हरि गोविंद गोकुल नंदन गोविंद गोविंद हरि गोविंद नंद नंदना गोविंद गोविंद हरि गोविंद नंद नंदना गोविंद जय जय विठ्ठल 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 जय जय विठ्ठल 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 जय जय विठ्ठल 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 जय जय विठ्ठल 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 जय जय विठ्ठल 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 जय जय विठ्ठल 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 जय जय विठ्ठल 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 जय जय विठ्ठल 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 भीमातीरनिवासाय पंढरीपुरवासिने पाण्डुरङ्गप्रकाशाय विठ्ठलाय नमो नमः। By the grace of God, we have all gathered here for the 50th day of Bhagavatam. ಭಗವಂತನ ಅನುಗ್ರಹದಿಂದ ಐದು ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾದಾರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. A big clap to all the devotees. A big clap to all the devotees here who have actually gathered and have always been a part of this wonderful satsang. Satsang, as I always tell you, is only by the grace of God. Satsang sigode ಮಾತ್ರ ದೈವಾನುಗ್ರಹದಿಂದ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮಗೆ ದೈವಾನುಗ್ರಹ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಸತ್ಸಂಗ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Only if you have the grace of the divine can you attend the satsang. Yesterday we all witnessed ಅತ್ಯದ್ಭುತ ರೂಪಮದ್ವಹನ್ ಸ್ತಂಭೆ ಸಭಾಯಾಂ ನ ಮೃಗಂ ನ ಮಾನುಷಂ ನರಸಿಂಹ. Yesterday we all felt that Narasimha was with us. Yes? No? Yes. So today I am taking it one step ahead. You know, when your grandfather is angry, it is not the son who pacifies the anger of the father. It is always the grandson. Tata, Acha. Right? And that one word, Ek Shabd, Nanaji, Dadaji, and there the grandfather's anger is subdued. Similarly, all through the Prahalad Charitra, all through the Bhagavata, Narada is always guiding us like a guru. At the same time, Prahalada shows that you can be better than the guru. Prahalada is one character who says you can exceed your guru in devotion. In other things, you will have to follow the guru. In other things, you will have to follow the guru. But in devotion, you can grow above the guru also. That is why it says, Prahalada Narada Parashara Pundarika Vyasambarisha Sukha Shaunaka. ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ವಪ್ಪ? ಭಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಗುರುಗಳನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಮೀರಬಹುದು. ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಭಕ್ತಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಡಸ್ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ ಸೇ ಟು ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇಸ್? He says, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾದಯ ಸುರಗಣ ಮುನಯೋ ಅಥ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಃ ಸತ್ವೈಕತಾನಾಮತಯೋ ವಚಸಾಂ ಪ್ರವಾಹೈಃ ನಾರಾಧಿತುಂ ಪುರುಗುಣೈರ್ ಧನುರಾಪಿ ಪಿಪ್ರುಃ ಕಿಂ ತೋಷ್ಟುಮರ್ಹತಿ ಸಮೇ ಹರಿಃ ಉಗ್ರಜಾತಿ. ಸಮೇ ಹರಿಃ ಉಗ್ರಜಾತಿ. I am born in Ugrajati. Ugrajati is what? Tamoguna Pradhana Asurakula. When all the Brahmanas fail to praise you, I, who is from the Ugrajati, how can I praise you? There's one line at the last. In Narayaniyam, in every Dashaka, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ದಶಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾರಾಯಣೀಯಂದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಗವಂತನ ಅಪ್ಪಣೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಪಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನರಸಿಂಹ ಅವತಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ ಪ್ರಿಯ. ನಾರಾಯಣೀಯಂ, ಎವ್ರಿ ಲೈನ್, at the end of every dashaka, the Lord's approval is asked whether he is right or wrong. So the moment he says Prahalada Priyaha, he says Prahalada Priyaha, the Lord does not nod his head. The Lord doesn't agree to it. Prahalada Priya and ಕೂಡಲೇ ಅವನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. And then slowly the author asks Narayana, what mistake I have done? Please tell me. Don't write Prahalada Priya, write Bhakta Priya. That is the Lord. Your wisdom is not only related to Prahalada. You came as Narasimha for Prahalada, but there will be many more people who will be in the form of Narasimha, who will be in the form of Prahalada. You will have lot of Hiranyakashipus. Don't restrict me to one Prahalada. I will come every time a Prahalada calls me. That is why I requested each one of you, please have one Prahalada in your home. It's a very humble request. Have one Prahalada at your home. 21 generations above, 21 generations below, reserved seat in Vaikuntha. Do you like it? Reserved seat for Vaikuntha. If not this generation, the next generation, whoever is going to come, at least allow your children or grandchildren to listen to the Bhagavatam. It is very important. It is very important. Right? Let's go ahead. He says, I from the Ugrajati cannot praise you. ನನ್ನಂತ ಉಗ್ರಜಾತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿರೋವನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಿನಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ? When the Vedas cannot count your Mahima, what am I? After all, I am a Rakshasa Gula Sampanna. That is the humility. What you need to learn from Bhakta Prahlad Charitra is humility, is to be humble. Don't think we read this much, we think we know this much. The beauty of knowing this much is you will know that you don't know much about that. ಇಷ್ಟು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಷ್ಟು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಆಳ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ನ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಇನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವೇ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನೆವರ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಐ ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಸೇ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್. ದೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹಂಬಲ್. ಹರೇ ಉಗ್ರಜಾತೆ ಮನ್ಯೇ ತದರ್ಪಿತ ಮನೋವಚನೇ ಹಿತಾರ್ಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಂ ಪುನಾತಿ ಸಕುಲಂ ನತು ಭೂರಿಮಾನಃ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಪ್ಯೂರಿಫೈಡ್ ಮೈ ಡೈನೆಸ್ಟಿ. Just by touching my father, you have purified me. Why? Because I am from the genes of my father. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹುಟ್ಟಿರೋದು? ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆಯಿಂದ. ನೀವು ಅವರು ಮುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ನಂದು ಮುಟ್ಟಂಗೆ ಆಗೋಯ್ತಲ್ವ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ. It is done, right? And he says, the biggest learning that you need to learn from Bhakta Prahlada Charitra is the learning, the knowledge, the jnana. ಯಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಪ್ರಿಯ ಪ್ರಿಯ ವಿಯೋಗ ಸಂಯೋಗ ಜನ್ಮ ಶೋಕಾಗ್ನಿನ ಸಕಲ ಯೋನಿಷು ದಹ್ಯಮಾನಃ dukkaushadam tadapi dukkhamatityaham bhumman brahmami vadame dasya yogam yasmat priya viyoga sayoga janma shokagrina sakala yonishu dahyamanaha. It is a very clear example. I have got all that I did not want. I have not got what I wanted. Will you agree with me? Is that the life? Yes or no? ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತೋ ಅದು ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ವೋ ಅದು ಸಿಕ್ತು. Do you agree? Yasya priya viyoga sanyoga. Such a beautiful line. Whenever your madam doesn't prepare proper coffee or tea, tell her this: priya viyoga sanyoga. And when he doesn't take you out for an outing or for family gatherings, yasya priya viyoga sanyoga. Simple. It is so simple. It is always there. It is not only in this life. It has been from lifetimes. Yasmat priya viyoga sanyoga janma shoka agnina. And still we celebrate birthdays, not knowing that every birthday we should be realizing we are growing towards the divine. Actually, we should be going towards the divine. Actually. But you never know. Yasya priya viyoga sanyoga janma shokagrina sakala yonishu dahyamana. It is not only with this yoni. Ide one yoni alla. Yesu kayangala kaledu 84 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜೀವರಾಶಿಯನ್ನು ದಾಟಿ ಬಂದ ಈ ಶರೀರ. ಯೇಸು ಕಾಯಂಗಳ ಕಳೆದು 84 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜೀವರಾಶಿಯನ್ನು ದಾಟಿ ಬಂದ ಈ ಶರೀರ. ಆಸೆ ತರವಲ್ಲ ನಿಂಬೆ ಬಾಹುದಲ್ಲ, ದಾಸನಾಗು ವಿಶೇಷನಾಗು, ದಾಸನಾಗು ಅವಕಾಶನು. ಯೇಸು ಕಾಯಂಗಳ ಕಳೆದು 84 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜೀವರಾಶಿಯನ್ನು ದಾಟಿ ಬಂದ ಈ ಶರೀರ. You have not crossed one birth of a human life. 84 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜೀವರಾಶಿಗಳು ದಾಟಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಸೊಳ್ಳೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು, ಯಾರನ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಹೊಡೆದು ಸೊಳ್ಳೆ ಯೋನಿ ಫಿನಿಶ್. ಮಸ್ಕಿಟೋ, ಕಾಕ್ರೋಚ್, you could have been a cockroach anywhere. One hit spray, cockroach yoni finished. Correct? Going on the way, you are like one dog yoni. You are going like a small dog going here and there looking out for garbage eating, and you have you have eaten something which you should not eat in the dog's birth. Dog birth over. Like that we have got so many other, and it is not only one dog's birth. We would have had 13 dog births. We could have had 15 buffalo's births. We could have had 25 cat births. You never know. Yesu kayangala kaledu 84 laksha jeeva rashiyannuda. And in all the births, in all the janmas, in all the yonis, you got what you did not want, and you did not get what you wanted. Like yesterday I told, ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಒಂದ್ ದಿವಸ ತಿಂದ್ರೆ 3 ದಿವಸ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಒಂದ್ ದಿವಸ ತಿನ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ದಿವಸ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ವಪ್ಪ? ಯಸ್ಯ ಪ್ರಿಯಾ ವಿಯೋಗ ಸಂಯೋಗ ಜನ್ಮ ಶೋಕಾಗ್ನಿ ದಹ್ಯಮಾನಃ ದುಃಖೌಷಧಂ. Sometimes your medicine has got more side effects than the diseases. Do you know that? Sometimes you take one medicine, you want that the disease should be cured, but the side effect of the medicine is more than the medicine itself. ಆ ಔಷಧಿಗಿಂತ, ಆ ರೋಗ ನಿವಾರಣಾ ಔಷಧಿಗಿಂತ ಆ ಔಷಧಿಯಿಂದಾನೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ವಪ್ಪ? That is exactly what Prahlada has told some thousands of years ago. Even then you don't chant Narayana. That is when we say, I don't want anything. Tava dasya yogam. Please give me your dasya yoga. I want nothing else. Can we at least get 100th of the reflection of bhakti of Prahlada is my request to all of you. Yes. Even if you get 100th of the reflection of Prahlada's bhakti, you are sorted. There will be no punarapi jananam. पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम इह संसारे बहुदुस्तारे कृपया पाहि पाहि मुरारे भज गोविंदम संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहीं रक्षति दुःखिं करणी I should tell you, I have a very interesting and an intelligent audience. Because yesterday I stopped at Bhaja, you said Govinda. Today I stopped at the shloka, you sang yourself Bhaja Govinda. Clap for yourself. And then he says, whatever I have done, Paramatma, my father might have done so many things, but nam tande eshtidru ksamisbidi. Please forgive my father because he doesn't know your mahima. That is why the Lord says, Nirvairaya prashantaya swasutaya mahatmane. He is nirvaira. He has got no enmity. One person gives you one strong word and you say, the way you speak to me, how the way you speak to me, Nirvairaya. And here his father was plotting scheme on scheme on scheme. ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿನ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದನ್ನ ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. ಅಂತ ತಂದೆ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ, ಪ್ರಭು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸ್ಬಿಡು. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿ ಡಸಂಟ್ ನೋ ಯುವರ್ ಮನಿ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ಐ ಸೇ ಭಕ್ತ ಕಿ ಜೈ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಕಿ ಜೈ, ಭಕ್ತ ಕಿ ಜೈ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಕಿ ಜೈ, भक्ति की प्यारी महिमा की जय 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 जय, भक्तों की प्यारी महिमा की जय 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 जय, भक्तों की जय भगवान की जय, भक्तों की जय भगवान की जय। नामदेव तुकाराम, नामदेव तुकाराम, नामदेव तुकाराम, सशङ्खचक्रं सकिरीटकुण्डलं सपीतवस्त्रं सरसीभेक्षणं सहारवक्षस्थलशोभिकौस्तुभश्रियं नमामिष्टं शिरसा चतुर्भुजम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय, ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। And after this beautiful dialogue between Narayana and Prahlada, Narayana orders Brahma. What does he say? Maivam varo asuranam te pradeya padma sambhava varak krura nisarganam ahinam amritam yatha. No more boon of this kind to be bestowed by you, O Brahma, on the asuras. A boon which is given to those who are cruel by nature proves harmful as milk given to the snakes. Is this strong enough? Or do you want a stronger order? The Lord says categorically, inna bere yav asurungu ee tara neenu idu kottidyo ಮುಂದೆಯಿಂದ ಇದು ಹಾವ್ಗೆ ವಿಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಗೆ. So be careful. Don't ಹಾವ್ಗೆ ಹಾಲು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಗೆ. Sorry. So you realize that when you realize this, you know that Brahma has also made a mistake. Even Brahma can make mistake. So we also have some leeway to make mistake, but don't take this as a license to make mistakes. Is that clear? This is the meaning of this shloka. Right? Wonderfully said. मय्या मैवं वरो असुराणां ते प्रदेय पद्मसंभवा वरक्रूर निसर्गाणां हीनाम् अमृतं यथा do not give boons apatradana. Very important. If you give money to unwanted people, they will squander your wealth. If you give money to undesirable people, they will throw your wealth and you will create wrong rinanubandhas. So please don't give wealth. Please don't give apatra dana. And there are nobody who is apatra over here. You know why? Because you have not come here by yourself. He has called you. He has called you. If we can have people from all over the world watching this and all over the world people coming here, it only means Bhagavata is going in the right direction by His grace. So simple. That's what it says. So Prahalada, and then you have the last 5 chapters of Saptahaam Skanda, the 7th canto, which speaks about the inquiry into right conduct. What is the right conduct? What is the right way of living? Everybody should have a right way of living, correct? Everybody should live the way they should, not the way they want. Shreyas, Preyas. Papa, Punya. Like I told you last time also, Papa is short-term happiness, long-term misery. Punya is short-term misery, long-term happiness. Decide what you want. Doing japa, your mana will not agree. Nim manasu opkolode illa japa madadikke. Hauda ilva? Short-term misery, but benefit is long time. So please chant. Doing sadhana, your mind will play a lot of games, but short-term misery, short-term conflict with the mind, but long-term happiness. So please do your sadhana. Sadhana, seva, satsang. And then there is a beautiful word which says, Narada, every hero gets a compliment. Pratiyobba hero gu one compliment sikke sigate. And what is that compliment? Here you have Narada praising Yudhishthira at the last 7th canto. In the Saptama Skanda, the last adhyaya is where Narada is praising Yudhishthira. Why? The shloka says very clearly, यूयं नृलोके पत भूरि भागा लोकं पुनाना मुनयो अभियन्ति येषां गृहाणा वसतीति साक्षात् गूढं परम ब्रह्म मनुष्यलिंगम. If you did not understand, I will repeat it again. Pure simple Sanskrit. येषां गृहाणा वसतीति साक्षात् गूढ़ं परम ब्रह्म मनुष्यलिंगम. Yudhishthira is the first person who asked, "Olle acharane andre yenappa?" Yudhishthira asks, "What is the right conduct?" Narada gives this big explanation and finally says, "Why do you want to know about the right of conduct?" And this right of conduct is only the path. The goal is the divine. Why are you worried about the path when the goal is in your house itself? Can we clap for you? When the goal of right conduct, why do you do dharma? Why do you do dana? Why do you do yajna, tapa and all that? So that you can achieve the Lord. And Yudhishthira has got the Lord in his house himself. Self-styled servant. I have wholesome jealousy for Arjun. I have wholesome jealousy for Arjun. विपरीता होटे किच्छ नहीं यार मैं बता अर्जुन सुबह 7 बजे उठते ही साहब गाड़ी तैयार है. The master of the world, who around whose little finger twirls and whirls the whole world, he is standing in front of Arjuna and says, "Saab, gaadi taiyar hai." Aren't you jealous of him? At least feel jealous. You can feel jealous with bhaktas, it is okay. I don't mind if you feel jealous of your neighbor who has bought a better golden jewelry set than you. It is fine. But you should also feel jealousy by looking at devotees like this. What a beautiful way the Lord is communicating to his bhaktas. Mama prana hi Pandava. My pancha pranas are there in Pandavas. Then you should ask God, हम आपके हैं कौन? समझ में आ रही? Then you should ask God, हम आपके हैं कौन? You should tell him properly. Arjuna did that with Lord. The Lord used to clean his stables. The Lord used to clean the horses. The Lord used to clean the ratha. The Lord used to clean the bow and arrow of Arjuna. The Lord used to get the armor for Arjuna. The Lord used to make Arjuna wear the armor. And Arjuna says, in the Vishada Yoga, Mama Bhatrun, Mama Bhandava, Mama Bhatrun, Mama Gurun, and all that. The Lord must have wondered and said, when I am cleaning your stables, when I am cleaning your cows, when I am cleaning your horses, when I am cleaning your chariot, and still you have the audacity to say that I have attachment towards those bodies which are anyways going to be dead. Wake up, Arjuna, wake up. Klaivyammasmagamappartha na aitatva upapadhyate shudram hridayadaurpalyam tyaktotishta parantapa. What a clarion call by the Lord to wake you and shake you up, to make you realize that attachment is an unwanted emotion. Is my dialogue clear? Yes. Attachment is an unwanted emotion. मेरे बच्चे, मेरी बीवी, of course only your wife, मेरे बच्चे, मेरी माता, मेरे पिता, मेरे बंधु. The Lord must have told you, अंदिगु इंदिगु ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಸಿರಿ ಕಮಲೇಶ ನನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಬಾರಿಯಾದೆ ನೆನೆಯಲಿಲ್ಲ. Same thing. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಕೊನೆಯೂ ಮುಳ್ಳು ಮೊನೆಯೂ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಬಿಡದೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾಡಾವಿ ನಲ್ಲೂ ಗೌರಿ ವಲ್ಲಭನಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಗೌರಿ ವಲ್ಲಭನಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಸುಖ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣನಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ನಂದಿ ವಾಹನನಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ನಂದಿ ವಾಹನನಿದ್ದಾನೆ. The Lord must have asked Arjuna, इतना सब तुम्हारा मैं काम करता हूँ, अब बताओ हम तुम्हारे हैं कौन? Such a beautiful relationship. Such a beautiful relationship. And then he says, Yam niloke vadabhuri bhaga lokam punana muniyo bhiyanti yesham gruhana vasatiti sakshat gudam parama brahma manushya lingam. The Lord, the crystal consciousness, the refined consciousness. Narayana Bhattadri says very beautifully in the first shloka of Narayaniyam. I want to read it out. I had no ideas to read it, but I am reading out to you for all the benefit of all the devotees here. He says, Sandranandavabodhatmakam anupavitam kaladeshavaribhyam. You can clap for Sanskrit after the shloka. After the shloka. Sandranandavabodhatmakam anupavitam kaladeshavadibhyam nirmuktam nityamuktam nigamashata sahasrena nirbhasyamanam aspashtam drishtямatre punaruru purushartat ब्रह्म तत्वम तत् साक्षात् भाति साद्भावति साक्षात् गुरु भवनपुरे हंत भाग्यम जनानाम, हंत भाग्यम जनानाम, हंत भाग्यम जनानाम. What luck has the human mankind got that the Lord is standing, the crystal consciousness of the divine is standing in Guruvayur. Next trip to Guruvayur after Vrindavan. Jai Guru. साक्षात भाति साक्षात गुरु पवनपुरे हंत भाग्यम जनानाम अस्पष्टम पुनरुरु पुरुषार्थात्मकम ब्रह्म तत्वम. That Brahma Tattva is right there in the Manushya form in front of you, Yudhishthira. Why do you need the conduct of right behavior? Aren't you jealous of Yudhishthira? Some jealousy. Well, I feel really petrified. How can the divine actually think? He's so compassionate. He is so compassionate. Karunabdhanidhi. Avyaja Karunamurti. That is what you say, when you speak about Lord, you only can be grateful. And by this, after the shloka, Narada Yudhishthira Samvada, the 7th canto, Saptama Skandha, about our hero. Who is our hero in the Skandha? I keep asking you. Who is our hero in the 7th Skandha? Prahlada. Who is the one in the 5th Skandha? Dhruva. Very good. You are alert audience. Clap for yourself. We go to the 8th Skandha. Before we go to the 8th Skandha, we will chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 5 times. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 By the way, let me tell you, when you come to Bhagavata, your negative emotions will go towards God, and thereby you will be freed from your negative emotions. If you put that negative emotions towards humans, it will be a karma bandhana. Am I clear? If you have negative emotions towards human beings, it will be karma bandhana. When you travel those negative emotions towards the Lord, you become a bhakta. You got the difference now? So, if you want to be greedy of bhaktas. If you want to be angry on him. If you get angry on your son, he will not come back from his vacation back to you. If you get angry on your son-in-law, he will not take good care of your daughter. If you get angry with your daughter-in-law, no food for you the next day. But if you get angry with Lord, he will run behind you. Clap for him. Right? So, the 8th Skandha, the Ashtama Skandha, is more about people who are proud in nature. Nantara Yarvika, Main Bhagwan. Who is that? It is a big elephant king. But before that, Gajendra. But before that, we need to know the Charitra of Gajendra. Who was Gajendra? Gajendra, in his previous Janma, was Indradyumna. Indradyumna, who was a king. And why did he become an elephant? Is because he made a Mahatma wait for hours outside. He made Agastya wait outside hours together, and that is when Agastya pronounced a curse on him and said, "May you become an elephant because you were proud enough not to respect a Mahatma." I am telling you, if you don't believe a Mahatma, it is okay, but don't insult a Mahatma. That is Vajralepa. Anyakshetre kritam papam punyakshetre vinakshati punyakshetre kritam papam vajradapi hanishyasi. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪಾಪ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪುಣ್ಯಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ತೀರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಪುಣ್ಯಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲೇ ಪಾಪ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದು ವಜ್ರಘಾತವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. If you create sins in normal places, it is still fine. You can go to tirthas and get it purified. But if you commit a sin in the punyakshetra, it comes back to you like a thunder. The whole janma you can do lot of punyas, lot of satkarma, lot of dana, lot of yajna, lot of tapa. But if you insult a Mahatma, shana bharadalli adu nashtavagubidutte. So please be careful. You can insult the God, the divine will still take it, but don't insult the bhakta. Never insult the bhakta. भक्त का अपमान भगवान नहीं सहन कर सकता. भक्त का अपमान भगवान कभी भी सहन नहीं कर सकता. Never ever insult a devotee. A person who is telling this Bhagavata, who is listening to this Bhagavata, all of you are bhaktas. Don't worry. You don't take revenge if somebody insults you. The Lord will take revenge on behalf of you. Don't worry. That is a comment from Bhagavad. The Lord is promising you, if somebody insults you, Don't worry, I will take revenge. You all know about Tukaram, right? You all know about Tukaram, yes sir. Tukaram had a very notorious wife. She was a pakka samsari. We will chant Narayana. Narayana, 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 Narayana. Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Krishna, Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Narayana, 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 Narayana. Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Lakshmi, Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Narayana, 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 Narayana. Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. Hari Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. That is why I said, in case if you have committed a sin towards Bhakta, tell the Lord, I am sorry, I will not do it again. Right? And then when this elephant was going along with his she elephants, with his tiny tots, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಜೊತೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊಸಳೆ ಕಾಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು. This is how unprecedented problems come to us. Tam tatra kaschandra daivachodito grahyo valiyamsharane rushagrahit. Why I gave that break? Because that pain was so intolerable. Rushagrahit. And you know, the alligators and the crocodile and the aquatic animals are much stronger in water. And once they hold you, you're gone. No rescue at all. Gajendra is crying for help. Please help. We also cry in front of our boss, in front of others. I tell, please direct your prayers to him. He will help you. You go and ask help from all unsolicited, unauthorized people. You go to the chief head, no? He will solve all your problems. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವ್ರು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಂಪ್ರಾಪ್ತೆ ಸನ್ನಿಹಿತೆ ಕಾಲೇ ನಹಿ ರಕ್ಷತೆ. I will be pointing this Bhaja Govindam every time for you, so that you realize that nothing is Shashvata in this world. 7 days afterwards, you should be at least a Vairagi, if not Bhakta. That is a guarantee from Vyasadeva. At least by this, the only intention is no sorrows affect you. My prayer is let all good things come to you. But if sorrow comes, you are not shaken by the devotion towards Lord. That is my humble request. ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಕಷ್ಟ ಬರಲಿ ಭಗವಂತನ ಶ್ರೀಚರಣಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತೂ ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಗಳನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಗಜೇಂದ್ರ, ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಬೇಡ್ಕೊಂತಾನೆ, ಬನ್ರೋ ನನ್ನ ರಕ್ಷಿಸೋ, ಬನ್ರೋ. And finally, because of his aradhana in the previous janmas, he comes out with a beautiful shloka. Please listen to the shloka gracefully with eyes closed. Om Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yatta Etaschidatmakam Purushaya Adibijaya Pareshaya Vidhimahi Yasminidam Yataschedam Yenedam Yaidam Swayam Yo Asmat Paramascha Parastam Prabhate Swayam Bhuvam Tasmai Namah Pareshaya Brahmane Ananta Shaktaye Arupaya Ayoru Rupaya Namah Ashcharya Karmane Namah Atma Pradipaya Sakshine Paramatmane Namo Giram Viduraya Manas चेतसामपि सत्तेन प्रतिलभ्याय नैष्कर्मेण्य विपश्चिता नमः कैवल्यनाथाय निर्वाण सुख संविदे नमः शांताय घोराय मूढ़ाय गुणधर्मिणे निर्विशेषाय साम्याय नमो ज्ञान घनाय च क्षेत्रज्ञाय नमस्तुभ्यं सर्वाध्यक्षाय साक्षिणे पुरुषायात्ममूलाय मूल प्रकृते नमः. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. The The first shloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Tasmai. Indefinite pronoun. I don't know who you are. In yaru nannu gottilla. Mr. X. I don't know who you are. You are somewhere there up. I don't know who you are. Mr. X, I bow down to you. All these days I did not care who you are, but today I don't know who you are, but still I am praying to you. Om Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yatat Etas Chidatmakam Purushaya Adi Bijaya. Purushaya. There is a beautiful story about Mirabai. Want to listen? Mirabai was supposed to take Diksha from Guru. So she goes to one, at that time there was one Govinda. There's some Padacharya in Govinda Sampradaya Matha, she goes there. And that Swami was too, abhi pakke nahi the. So he goes and says, I need Diksha. This Goswami says, I don't give Diksha to ladies. Mirabai's counter reply. I thought there was only one Purusha in this world. The rest all is Prakriti. Clap for them. Meera chali, Meera chali, Meera chali, Meera chali. This is how she walks. She leaves everything. She leaves everything. What does Meera have? Ek sari and one kartal. That's all she had, nothing else. But she was the best of yoginis. Why? Devotion. That's why Gajendra says, Purushaya Adi Bijaya. The one who is the seed of this creation. Adi Bijaya Pareshaya Vidhimahi Yasminidam Yadaschedam Yenedam Yadam Swayam. Karta Karana Kartru Yella Ninenapa. I never knew Sishtistiti Adi Karana Yella Ninenapa. Who am I? I am no one. I have no entity. I have no existence. Please protect me. Please protect me. Imagine big elephant, legs struggling, small eyes, weeping, and the trunk is weak. And it doesn't have anything else than to offer the lotus. Please don't try to pluck the lotus from the pond if you don't know how to do it. It is a delicate art. If you pluck it like this, your hand will bleed. But otherwise, the elephant knows the trick and the technique of it. He pulls it up slowly and he keeps it like this. You know how it looks. Right? Om Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yata Eratsadatmakam Purushaya Adi Bijaya Pareshaya Vidhimahi Tasmai Nama Pareshaya Brahmane Ananta Shaktaye. You will call the Lord only for what you want. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukrutino arjuna artha jigyasu arthrati jnani chak bharatarshava. There are only 4 types of people who will come to Lord. One who is in trouble, one who wants to make his business successful, one who is a jnani, who knows what the Lord is, one is like a Hiranyakashipu. Where is he? Where is he? I have never seen a jigyasu like Hiranyakashipu. Because every time Prahlada said that the Lord is protecting me, he always says, where is he? For Prahlada, everywhere is Hari. But for Hiranyakashipu, nowhere is Hari. It's like, I always tell you people, find out where you are in this body. Find out where you are in this body. You are everywhere in this body, but actually you are nowhere in this body. Because you are not this body. Do you agree? You are nowhere in this body, but you are everywhere in this body. Mano buddhi ahankara chittani naham nacha shrota jitve nacha grana netre nacha vyoma bhumi na tejo na vayu chidananda rupa shivoham. Adi Shankaracharya's first stanza, Advaita Siddhanta, first Siddhanta. You are not the body. So if you are not the body, you are not in this body. Then where are you? But if I call you by your name, your body only will respond, correct? So where are you? You are everywhere in this body. At the same time, you are nowhere in this body. Is the tarka justified? Did you understand? It is simple. The same way, Gajendra also calls out, where are you, Prabhu? Where are you? I have been crying all this while. Where are you? Where are you? ಸಾಧಾರಣವಾಗಿ ನಾವೇ ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ತಾಯಿ ಕಿಚನ್ನಿಂದ ಓಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆತ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ. There is one Alvar who says that the Lord did not take his Pitambara also, and he came half naked right to rescue Gajendra. You know why? That is the call of bhakti. That is the power of bhakti. ಅದು ಭಕ್ತಿ ಒಂದು ಶಕ್ತಿ, ಹಂಗೆ ಎಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಭಗವಂತ. Lakshmi says, Lord, your Pitambara. I cannot wait. I will go. Again at the outside, Garuda is saying, Swami, give me seva. No. My grace has to go 10 times faster than you. Let me run. And he comes. Like a famous poet told, he comes, he forever comes. Avun bartane, khandita bartane. And Gajendra, slowly with those weeping eyes, sees a tiny figure. ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಆಕೃತಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ ಗಜೇಂದ್ರ. ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಏನಿದೆ? ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಆಭರಣಗಳು. You go to Joe Alucas, you will get only one design. You go to Abharan, you will get other design. You go to Tanishq, you will get other design. Imagine if man-made companies are so many, how many companies can the divine create? Abharana. He is seeing all the Abharanas. All the Abharanas are shining in the sunlight. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಭರಣಗಳು ಆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಿರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬೆಳಕು ಇದಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಶೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. You see, he is coming slowly, and there he has the Sudarshana Chakra. Om Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Janavallabhaya Paraya Purushaya Paramatmane Parakarma Mantra Yantra Tantra Aushadasta Sastani Sammara Mrityor Mochaya Om Namah Bhagavate Purushaya Tubhyam. And there the Sudarshan Chakra goes and kills the crocodile. Om Klim Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Janavallabhaya Paraya Purushaya Paramatmane Parakarma Mantra Yantra Tantra Aushada Astra Shastrani. You are protected from all 7 sides. Parakarma, Paratantra, Paramantra, Parayantra, Tantra, Aushada, Astra Shastrani, Sammara, Mrityor, Mochaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasdarshanaya Deeptre, Jwala Paridhaya, Sarva Dikshobanakaya, Kumpat Brahmane, Paranjyotishe Swaha. And that is the clean Sudarshana Mahamantra which you chant. And when you chant the Sudarshana Mahamantra, you see the Sudarshan Chakra is coming, and straight it cuts the head of the crocodile, and the crocodile is gone. The bhaktas say, there was a beautiful gathering of bhaktas. Who called out to the Lord? Gajendra. Then why did the crocodile get mukti? Because he was holding the feet of the devotee. The moment you hold the feet of devotee, you are mukti. वही तो कहते हैं, हरि मिले मोक्ष देवे, हरि जन मिले हरि देवे. So you should always be thankful to God. Always be thankful. भक्त और भगवान की जोड़ी बहुत अनुपम है. The divine and the devotee. The devotee is not different from the divine. The devotee is not different. ಭಕ್ತ ಮತ್ತೆ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಭಗವಂತನ ಏನೇನು ಗುಣ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೋ ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆವಾಗ ಭಕ್ತರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಷಮೆ, ಕಾರುಣ್ಯ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ, ಪ್ರೇಮ, ಅನುರಾಗ. And when a yogi says, how are you? When a bhakta asks, how are you? Please reply to them properly. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಭಕ್ತರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. Please always have that courtesy. Because when a bhakta is asking, it is because he sees something wrong for you and you have to become better from that. That is why when a bhakta asks, please reply properly. So Gajendra is being also free from the curse of Agastya Mahamuni. That is the shloka which is very important. Please realize that Gajendra Moksha says, Ekantino yasya kanchanartham vanchati evai bhagavat prapanna atyadbudam tacharitam sumangalam gayanta ananda samudramagnaha. You people come from such a far place. You people come from such a long place. You people come after such a long decoration, designs and everything. You come after putting this rangoli after such a long time. You decorate yourself. You should have some falashruti listening to Gajendra Moksha. Yes or no? And the Lord says, one who listens to Gajendra Moksha has got this. Tesham pranatyaye chaham dadami vimalam matim, vimalam matim, vimalam matim. One who listens to Narayana and Gajendra Samvada and Narayana and Gajendra Moksha Samvada, please realize you have clear mind at the time of your death. Dadami. Torturous enough is the sight of a hospital. Much more torturous is inside. And there also we need our own demands. We should have a color television with a remote control, with the AC and everything. Along with that, if you see at least Bhagavatam in the ICU, it is good enough. But no, you want to see all the depressing news along. Why don't you put this Bhagavatam as a breaking news? My question is that all breaking news is heartbreaking. Do you agree? All news is heartbreaking news. Why don't you put this Bhagavatam as a breaking news? It will help so many people. And then in the hospital, you want to have excellent, good nurses, beautiful nurses, handsome ward boys to take care of you. What if they don't come? You are depressed. And in that depression, no medicine will work. Can we request the children to please keep quiet? We will chant Narayana for some time. Narayana, 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 Hari Narayana, 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 Krishna Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. So, at the time of death, when you don't know what you are supposed to see and what you are seeing is not to be seen, what you are hearing is not supposed to be heard, I'll give you a classic example of how papas work, how your papa karmas work. There was one of my known saints who had been to a hospital at the deathbed of a person. She humbly requested that person chant Narayana. The Papa Karma was so high, he said, no, I am not going to chant it. Nan helodilla Narayana. Nan satrunu nan Narayana helodilla. The saint was clever. She tried to use the lawyer's mind. She said, what is that you will not say? ಆ ಲಾಯರ್ಗಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸೋದು ಏನು ಅದು ಏನು ನೀನು ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. This person's papa karma was so high that his logic was at the peak, even at the end. He says, I will not chant what you are telling me to chant. ನಾನು ನೀನು ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಯೋ, ನನ್ನ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಯೋ ಅದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪಾಪ ಕರ್ಮಸ್, you can't do anything. That is why even at that end also he is not happy. The saint says, what is that you don't want to say which I want to say? That person says, you leave me alone, I will die without that name. What else can you do? That is the papa karma. What is that you can do? To have this janma, to say the Narayana Nama is such a punya. To attend the Bhagavata is his grace. None of your punyas has brought you here. It is only his grace which has brought you here. ಅವನ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದು. ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಅಂತ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Please don't think it is your punya. Never ever think that coming to Bhagavata is your punya. Coming to Bhagavatam is purely his grace. That is all. And then very beautifully the Lord says, Dadami Vimalam Matim. I will give you a clarity of mind at the time of your death. How many of us were? How many of us want that? Please chant the Gajendra Moksha every day and you will see you will get it. ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿವಸ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಹೋದ್ರು ಆ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಅವನು ಹೇಳಿರೋದು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳಿರೋದು? ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಯತ ಏತಿ ಚಿದಾತ್ಮಕಂ ಪುರುಷಾಯ ಆದಿಬೀಜಾಯ ಪರೇಶಾಯಾಭಿ ಧೀಮಹಿ. ಯಾವುದು ಬರಲ್ವಾ? ಪುರುಷಾಯ ಆದಿಬೀಜಾಯ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಪುರುಷಾಯ ಆದಿಬೀಜಾಯ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎನಫ್. Even if you remember a part of the shloka of what Gajendra chanted, you will get a clear mind at the time of your death. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaprayati samadbhavam nastyatra samshayah yam yam vapismaran bhavam yajantyante kalevaram tam tame vaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitah. Whatever you remember at the time of death is what body you will get in the next birth. If you think of aloo bonda, you will become an aloo bonda in the next birth. Do you want that? No. Why? You have all come out of this aloo and patata and all those things and have become a human being. Clap for yourself. There are some people who are like, whatever Kaushik says, I am not going to listen. I can still not get them claps. Can I listen a clap for yourself? A louder, a better one. It is an active pressure. It is an active pressure. You clap and you see. That is why in bhajan also you clap your hands. Get it? ಏನಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಭಜನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಹೊಡೆಯೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ, ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡಿವೈನ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿವೈನ್ ದಟ್ ಹಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಯು ಹಿಯರ್. So clap and clap. कम से कम भगवान के अनुग्रह के लिए तो ताली बजाना बनता है कि at the last, if not anything, at least thank the Lord for He has given you an opportunity to be here. In the 7 days of Bhagavatam, even one day if you have come here, your life is transformed. I am sure. Every one of you, at least while going back, will not curse us for anything. You will only say, this story was nice, that story was nice. If not anything, Narasimha was fantastic. Today you will see one more avatar, don't you? Right? There ends the Gajendra Moksha. Please remember what you need to learn from Gajendra Moksha is never be proud. You might have the best of wealth. Your business might be at the peak, but never be proud. It takes moments for the Lord to snatch it away. You know, very beautifully said. Na kurudhana janayo vanagarvam harati nimeshat kala sarvam. Everything is gone. Khali haath aaye hain, khali haath jaye. Kis baat ko pakad ke chale. What is that you are holding in you? Do you think the Lord who is there in this world on the top, doesn't He not know? Tell me one thing, are you all so capable enough to go to the top of Mount Everest and feed the small little insects there? No. ಪರ್ವತ ಶಿಖರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕ್ರಿಮಿಕೀಟಗಳು ಊಟ ಬಡಿಸಕ್ ಆಗತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಖಂಡಿತ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇರೋದು? ಅವನೇ. ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಸಮುದ್ರದ ಆಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀನುಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಹಾರ ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು? ಇಲ್ವೇ ಮೀನುಗಳು ಇತ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ who is taking care of those small little? Forget all that. You have a pregnant lady, ask her who is feeding the kid inside. It's the Lord, right from the birth till now, till later. ಹಿಂದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಸಲಹಿದ ಯಾರೋ, ಮುಂದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಸಲಹುವ ಯಾರೋ, ಹಿಂದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಸಲಹಿದ ಯಾರೋ, ಮುಂದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಸಲಹುವ ಯಾರೋ, ಅಂದಿಗೂ ಇಂದಿಗೂ ಎಂದಿಗೂ ವಾಹನ ನಿತ್ತಾನೆ, ಸುಖ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ನಿತ್ತಾನೆ, ಸುಖ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ನಿತ್ತಾನೆ. ಆದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಚಿಂತೆ ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. And what is the chinta about? In Hindi, it is beautifully said, Chinta Chita Saman. Chinta Chita Saman. Chinta means that you don't trust that God is there. Chinta only means that you don't trust that God is there. Ashtak. Let's go ahead. We have to see the Samudra Manthana also now. You go ahead, you see what is happening. Once this is done, what happens to your mind? Look at the state of your mind right now. Just close your eyes and look at the state of your mind. Is it calm? Are you ready to go deeper within yourself? What is that is happening to you? Think about the Lord. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You cannot listen to Bhagavata with a stiff face. Have a smile and listen to Bhagavata. Prasannavadanam. You remember the Lord yesterday? I gave the description of the Lord. How was it? Prasannavadanam, prasanekshanam. His eyes are smiling, his lips are smiling, his face is smiling. Why are you having such a stern face? Smile. The Lord is here. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet. And what do we do? Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum. Why did the milk fellow not deliver the milk? Prasannavadanam Dhyayet. Is my coffee ready? Sarva Vitno Pashantaye. Why is my boss calling now? To hell with your Blackberry and your boss for some time. Keep your focus on the Lord while doing the puja. At least while doing the puja. 24/7 you can't keep. At least while keep doing the puja, keep your mind on the Lord. 6, we will understand this carefully. Durvasa Muni was blessed by Lord Vishnu once with a garland, which was given to Indra. Apatradana, what happens? I am telling you. Durvasa was blessed by Lord Sri Hari with a garland. And Durvasa gave that garland to Indra. What happened was Indra threw it on Airavata. He didn't even garland it. He threw it on Airavata. Please remember, the blessings of Mahatma is to cut your karma. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. If any Mahatma gives you a prasada, don't say saku saku. Say beku beku. Am I clear? If there is a Mahatma who is ready to give you prasada, please say beku beku. Don't say saku saku. If you say saku and he says tatastu, blessings will be stopped. What is intelligence? Say beku beku. In front of Mahatmas, in front of sadhus and all that. Okay? And then Airavata also plays with it, and then it tears the garland. And Durvasa cursed Indra, and the 3 worlds will be deprived of the Aishwarya, of the wealth. And if wealth is not there, nobody looks at you, sir. If you have the position, they will say, how are you? If you don't have the position, they will say, who are you? Hard fact of life. We need to accept it. If you have money, they will say, hey Giddira. If you don't have money, they will say, Nivyaru. Who are you? So, when Indra was devastated of all his wealth, Indra was given the mind to churn the ocean. Samudra Manthana. Samudra Manthana you have all seen. How is it? So then what happens? Garuda was called on the midway to hold the Parvata properly. And when the Parvata was being held, it was falling down inside the ocean. So you have the Lord who comes as Kurma Avatar. Narayana, 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 Kurma Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. The Lord comes as Kurma. The head is held by the Asuras, the tail is held by the Devatas. Please remember, Samudra Mantana is the churning which happens within us. That is a cosmic Samudra Mantana. The metamorphical understanding is of the churning which happens inside. You want to do your sadhana, people say have food, let's have coffee, let's have tea, let's have dinner, let's have it. That is a churning which is happening, which the Lord is putting you to test whether you want to do your sadhana or not. And if you stick to do your sadhana, you have won the Samudra Mantana. Simple as that. For all those people. And then the Lord tests you every time. The divine tests you in different ways. He will give you the best of the offers in front of you. Your friend will call you from nowhere. There is a new hotel which has opened. Let us go to that cafe. And you say, Tata, bye bye, sadhana. And you say, hi, cafe. Punya gone. You have your Nama Japa which is there. You have a nice movie which is released. Your friend calls you. You say, Tata Japa, hi, cinema. Your punya is gone. You have lost the Samudra Mantana. A churning happens within. The churning. And the Lord will put you to the hardest of tests. He will say, okay, your friend has come from far away. You meet him. But if you have the grace of the Lord, you will meet your friend also, you will complete your sadhana also, and you will attend the satsang also. That is the grace of the Lord. And then you have the Lord comes in the form of tortoise and goat amount. Please understand, the Lord comes in 3 gunas: Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. The Tamas goes into the Rajasic effect goes into the demons. The tamas is in the tortoise form because it needs to be still. Tamoguna andre ಏನು ಸ್ಥಿರವಾಗಿರೋದು, ಲೇಜಿ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಅದು ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. So the kurma takes up the tamoguna, the rajas is taken by the asuras, the sattva is taken by the devatas, and Vasuki gets suspended as. Now you can ask me, what is Vasuki? Vasuki is your desires. Your desires which will pull you towards the right side, towards the wrong side. You want a Maruti, you want a Mercedes Benz, agreed. Why? Take a loan and purchase it. Take a loan which is in your capacity and purchase it. That is calculated risk. But if you take loan which is more than required and you purchase a Mercedes Benz, you will have a problem in parking in Bangalore. Intelligence, simple intelligence. Yes or no? Do you agree? Gandhi Bazaar hogbitranto parking jagane irodiga. Alva sir? And then you go to NR Colony, you go to other places and you say, oh my God, I am fed up with Mercedes Benz, I want to give it back. Nobody is there to purchase. Why did you purchase that at the first place? That is the Vasuki which churns you. Please remember, your mind is, people who are suffering from sugar, ivat one disa tindre paravagilla. And that one disa becomes a second day becomes a third day becomes a fourth day, and then the doctor says, let me give you an injection. Do you agree? That is Vasuki, churning you left, right and center. How much you will fall prey to your desires? How much will you fall prey to your kamvasanas? Right? And then from top, the Lord did not just allow to keep the kurma there. The mountain stays where it is. ಈಗ ಮಿಕ್ಸಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಾ, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಗ್ರೂವ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಮುಚ್ಚಲ ಇರೋದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಗರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವೇ? ಹಂಗೆ when you put a mixer, you need to close the lid as well, and it is already grid in the lock at the bottom. So bottom alli kurma nintidane. What about the top? The Lord presses it with his hand so that the mountain stays still, and then the churning happens. You know what is bottom and top? It is our Kundalini yoga, which says from Mooladhara to the Sahasrara Chakra. The spine is the Mandara mountain. Your desires are the Vasuki, which is getting churned and churned and churned. And the first thing a sadhaka faces is Hala Halaputta, which is your Kama Vasanas, your desires which come out. And who can take it up is only Shiva. Shiva is what? Jnana. Bam Bam Bhole. Shri Vishwanath Shambho, Shri Vishwanath शंभो श्री विश्वनाथ शंभो नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय. Only Shiva can take away the poison because Shiva is Jnanam, Shuddham Jnanam Anantam Brahma. The only one, Shiva can take away your Ajnana. Shiva can take away your desires. Shiva can take away the poison. And the poison is nothing but the desires in you. भाई शिव की कृपा प्राप्त किए बिना तो मुरारी भी नहीं मिलते हैं. That is told in Rasakriya, one of the Vrindavana text which says about the Gopi Mahima. It says very beautifully, जहाँ शिव की कृपा नहीं होती वहाँ मुरारी भी आपको नहीं पूछता है. जहाँ शिव की कृपा हो गई वहाँ मुरारी ने आपको आगे बढ़ा दिया. If Shiva accepts you, you get bhakti at his lotus feet. If Shiva doesn't accept you, you don't get his bhakti. And when Shiva has taken the hala puja, then the best part is, even if Shiva drinks poison, it becomes an ornament. We see poison even in the best of the things. ಭಾಗವತಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ದಲ್ವ ಹಿರಣ್ಯಾಕ್ಷ ಅಂತ, ತಿರುಪತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ? ಹುಂಡಿ. What did you like the best in Tirupati? Hundi. What common sense do you have? When you, I'm not saying you, when I say that, I'm talking about those people. I mean, when you look at those people, you have such a wonderful, beautiful, infinite, merciful God in front of you, and you say, I'm interested in his hundi. You better become a hundi in some temple. I don't mind. Ashtu jaratvana, ashtu tamogunana. And then, this is what it says, sadhunam paramam visham. The best thing is about a sadhu is he sees positives even in negatives. एक साधु कीचड़ में भी कमल को देखता है और एक मूर्ख कीचड़ कमल में भी कीचड़ देखता है. Now you decide, when your drishti is narrow, when your vision is narrow, you will see even dirt on the tamra. Such a wonderful Bhagavata you have got, such a wonderful session you have got. ಇದು ಉಪ್ಪಿಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಉಪ್ಪು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ನೀವು ಉಪ್ಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೋಸ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಭಾಗವತಕ್ಕೋಸ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. It is just an example. I have seen many people like that. Don't mistake me. Tirupati Laddu, they will take 10 packets each and they want all the 10 packets to themselves. You will get sugar if you eat 10 packets of Laddu, my dear. Distribute it to others. Why is that you are so holding? ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. That is Dhritarashtra. You keep on holding. ये भी चाहिए, वो भी चाहिए, इदू बेकु, अदू बेकु. How much will you hold, my dears? How much will you hold? Learn giving, learn giving, learn giving. Only if you give, you grow. Only if you grow, you will move ahead in life. And after this hala, the Nilakantha, remember, poison could not touch Shiva because he is Amrita Swarupa. Why? Because he is knowledge himself. Satyam Jnanam Anantam. And then after the hala came the Kamadhenu. Kamadhenu was taken by the rishis. You have Uchchaishrava, the horse which was taken by Bali. And then came the Airavata. Airavata was taken through the same Indra. Kaustubha was given to Sri Hari. And then you have the Parijata tree, which was taken by the Devatas. At last you have the Apsaras who come. You know, when the chief minister comes, before that the convoy comes. Do you agree? There is a huge lot of security which comes behind the chief minister. Apsaras came. After that, who came? Goddess Rama, Mahalakshmi. Let's give to Mahalakshmi. Namastestu Mahamaye Shri पीठे सुरपूजिते शंखचक्र गदाहस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते. महालक्ष्मी 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 नमोस्तुते. महालक्ष्मी 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 नमोस्तुते. गरुडारूढे कोलासुरभयङ्करी सर्वपापहरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते सर्ववरदे सर्वदुष्टभयङ्करी सर्वपापहरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते मुक्तिप्रदे देवी भक्तिमुक्तिप्रदायिनी मन्त्रभूते सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते आद्यन्तरहिते देवी आदिशक्ति महेश्वरी योगचेतोसम्भूते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते सूक्ष्ममहारौद्रे महाशक्ति महोदरे महापापहरे देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी परमेशी जगन्माता महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते मंगलंबरधरे देवी नानालंकारभूषिते जगत्स्थिते जगन्माता महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते यः पठेत् परममङ्गलः सर्वसिद्धिमवाप्नोति राज्यं प्राप्नोति सर्वदा एककाले पठेत् नित्यं महापापविनाशनं विकारे पठेत् नित्यं धनधान्यसमन्वितः विकालं यः पठेत् नित्यं महाशत्रुविनाशनं महालक्ष्मी भवेत् नित्यं प्रसन्ना तस्मात् आविर्भूत साक्षात् श्रीरमा भगवत्परा रञ्जयन्ति दिशः कान्त्या विद्युत् सौदामिनी यथा who came, it was साक्षात् महालक्ष्मी तत्साविर्भूत साक्षात् श्रीरमा भगवत्परा रञ्जयति दिशा कान्त्या विद्युत् सौदामिनी यथा भाग्यात् लक्ष्मी वारम्मा नम्मनि सौभाग्यात् लक्ष्मी वारम्मा ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೊಂದು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ್ತ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಕಾಲ್ಗಳನ್ನಾದವನು ಸಜ್ಜನ ಸಾಲು ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆಯೊಳಗಿನ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯಂತೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯಾತ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ವಾರಮ್ಮ ಕನಕ ವೃಷ್ಟಿಯ ಕರೆಯುತ್ತ ಬಾರೆ ಮನಗೆ ಮಾನವ ದಿಯ ತೋರೆ ದಿನಕರ ಕೋಟಿ ತೇಜರಿ ಹೊಳೆಯುವ ಜನಕರಾಯಣ ಕುಮಾರಿ ಬೀಜ ಭಾಗ್ಯಾತ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ವಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯಾತ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ವಾರಮ್ಮ ನಿತ್ಯಗಳದೆ ಭಕ್ತರ ಮನೆಯಳು ನಿತ್ಯ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸುಮಂಗಲ್ ಸತ್ಯವ ತೋರುವ ಸಾಧು ಸಜ್ಜನ ಚಿತ್ತದಿಯೊಳೆಯುವ ಪುತ್ತಲಿ ಗೊಂಬೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯಾತ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ವಾರಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮನಿ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯಾತ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ವಾರಮ್ಮ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಿಲ್ಲದ ಭಾಗ್ಯವ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕಂಕಣ ಕೈಯಾಗಿರುವುದ ಬಾರೆ ಕುಂಕುಮಾಂಬಿಕೆ ಪಂಕಜ ಲೋಚನೆ ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣರ ಬಿಂದಾರ ರಾಣಿ ಭಾಗ್ಯಾತ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ब्रह्मेन्द्र गंगाधरां तां त्रैलोक्य कुटुंबिनीं सरसिजां वंदे मुकुंद प्रिया सिद्धलक्ष्मीर्मोक्षलक्ष्मी जयलक्ष्मी सरस्वती श्रीलक्ष्मी वरलक्ष्मीश्च प्रसन्ना मम सर्वदा ततः साक्षात् आविर्भूत रमा भगवत्परा रंजयन्ति दिशः कान्त्या विद्युत् सौदामिनी तथा. She is like a lightning. Please don't mistake me. However modern you are, you should have little bit of lajja on the wedding pita, please, on the marriage pita. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಚೂರಾದ್ರೂ, you might be a IPS officer, salute sir outside, but there you are a humble bride, and that is how Lakshmi comes. Ranjayati Shri Tisha Kantya Vidyut Saudamini Tha. And there she is looking, who is the ideal bride, who is the ideal groom. मेरे लिए लायक लड़का मैं खुद चूज करूंगी, लेकिन है कौन? है कौन? ओनली वन. हु इज इट? विश्वम विष्णुर्वषट्कारो भूत भव्य भवत् प्रभु भूतकृत भूतभृत भावो भूतात्मा भूत भावनः. That is the only person who is there. शांताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं शून्येघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगज्ञानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं. तस्यां सदेश उषितीं नवकञ्जमालां माद्यन्मधुरतवरूथ गिरोपगुष्टां तस्थौ निधाय निकटे तदुरस्वधां स व्रीडः स विकसन्नयनेन याता तस्य श्रियश्री जगतो जनको जनन्या पक्षो निवासं करोत् परं विभूते श्री स्वा प्रजा सकुरेण निरीक्षणेन यत्तस्थितैधयत साधिपतिं स्त्रीलोकान्. Please remember, for good dampatya pray to Lakshmi, for prosperity pray to Lakshmi, for humility pray to Lakshmi. You got it? Lakshmi Shira Samudrarajatanayam Shriranganaamishwarim Dasi Bhuta Samasthadevantam Lokekadipampuram. When that mother divine comes, Indra gives a throne. On the all the holy rivers give the water in the jar. Mother Earth gave her the herbs. Cows gave the Panchagavya to her for her bath. The season of spring gave her flowers and fruits. Rishis gave the procedure of worship. Shreem Hreem Shreem Kamale Kamalalaye Prasida Prasida Sakala Saubhagyam Deime Shreem Hreem Shreem Om Shri Mahalakshmi Yai Namaha. The Shreem mantra is dedicated to Mahalakshmi. It is a beach mantra I am not supposed to say here, but it is just told only once for your benefit. When you do the Mahalakshmi Homa, this is the mantra which is chanted. And then the Gandharvas sang and danced. Ocean, the father, gave the garments to Mahalakshmi, and Varuna gave her the mala. Vishwakarma gave her the ornaments. Saraswati gave the pearl necklace. Brahma gave the lotus. Nagas gave the earrings. She was holding a garland of lotus flower and searched for Sri Hari, and bashfully, please remember that, not with arrogance, bashfully, she placed it at the bosom of Sri Hari and became Sri Hari's wife officially. Sridhara Shrikara Shreya Shriman Lokatrayashrayah. In Vishnu Sahasranama, you have around 15 names which have only with Shri. Shriya Shrikara Shreya Shriman Lokatrayashrayah. Why? Because of this. The Lord gives prominence to his other better half. It is a lesson for all of us. Let's move ahead. After Sri Rama came Varuni, the goddess of wine, and it was taken away by Asuras. After that came Dhanvantari, the Aushadhi Purusha. And then the snatching happened, and there the Asuras took away the Amrita Kalasha, and there was an Asura called as Swarabhanu who drank. And the sun god and the moon god found out. And by the Sudarshana Chakra, you had the Rahu and Ketu coming into existence. Swarabhanu, when he was killed, became Rahu and Ketu. This is clear now. How did Rahu and Ketu come? They were actually from Swarabhanu, who was an Asura. And then there was a fight which ensued before Asuras and Devatas. Bali was killed. Bali was killed. But he was again given prana by Shukracharya. Lord Shiva to get them Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarupamiva Vandanat Mrityor Muchiyamamritat. When somebody is given a life again, please use it for good reasons. Don't use it. How many of you have got near-death experiences? Almost every one of us. Hello, on the accident, after bachawagide. Each one of us has got a near-death experience. Do you agree? Yes or no? The point is, we have not realized the value of the second life. Use it for good purpose. But Bali did not use it for that. Bali conquered the heavens by doing the Vishwajit Yajna. Indra lost to Bali. Devi Aditi performed Payovrata. You understand Payovrata? For 12 months, you live only on milk. Payovrata. For 12 months, you live only on milk, nothing else. Very good for your sadhana, but very bad for Vayu Pradhan people. If you keep drinking milk for Vayu Pradhan Tattva, it is not considered good. For Pitta Pradhan people who have Pitta dosha, they can still afford to have milk. But for for people who are suffering from Vayu, please don't drink milk after evening. It is not a good thing. But this lady performed the Payovrata for 12 months and the Lord appeared to her. Aditi praises Lord Vishnu, and then we have Lord Vamana who comes. Aditi says, I want my sons to be rescued. I want my sons to be rescued. I want my sons to be rescued. The Lord says, don't worry, your tapas has been fulfilled. Nothing to worry, lady. And then you have the Lord coming as Vamana. Shronayam Shravanadavishyam Muhurte Avijit Prabhu. You can clap hands. Shronayam Shravanadavishyam Muhurte Avijit Prabhu. Sarve Nakshataradyas Tustu Janma Dakshinam Vadashyam Sakita Tishtan Manye Dinakato Nipa Vijayanama Saprokta Yasyam Janma Vidurhare. Yasyam Janma Vidurhare. When did the Lord come? Shravana Masa. And when was he born? Shravana Dwadashi. He is an absolute learned man about astrology. Why? Because he was the one who created the grahas. So he will know when to put which graha in which position, and he came in the Abhijit Muhurta. Please remember, if you want to do some good work, please start in Abhijit Muhurta. It will come to victory without doubt. For success, mantra is do any work in Abhijit Muhurta. Simple as that. Is that clear to you? So, Dwadashyam, Shonayam, Shravanad Dwadashyam, Muhurte, Avijit Prabhu, Sarve Nakshatra Taradya, and all the, there was all auspiciousness all around. Everywhere it was auspicious. You know why it was auspicious? Because the Lord himself had come. Even we have to complete Vamana Avatara because it's about to strike 8:30. So the Lord grows up fast. 5 years to 8 years. Instant growth. Instant growth. The Lord grows up. And then he says, Appa, give me the Upanayanam. Give me the Upanayan Samskara. Today the father himself says, don't do the Upanayan Samskara. Here the child is asking the father, let me do the Upanayan Samskara. I have seen so many fathers. Please remember, you have maximum time up to 16 years to do Upanayana Samskara. After that, even if you do, it's of no use. Of late, we have started a new tradition of performing the Upanayana just before the day of marriage. Very dangerous. One day is Hindena Brahmachari, next day Samsari. What fast time management, my God. Absolute time management. Huh? Okay. And then you say, then the Vamana is saying, come fast. Udro's apartment people have to go. Bonta's apartment needs to go. Everybody needs to go. We have to complete the Vamana Avatara very soon. What is that you need to do? When a Vatu comes, you have to give Bhiksha. Correct? Yes or no? But before that, he needs to be given some Vardhanas in different forms. So what was given by other people is what we need to see, right? The sun god gave the Gayatri mantra. The best comes to the best. Please listen who gave what to the Lord. The sun gave the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhuvaswaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat, was given by the sun god himself. The Brihaspati gave the thread. Kashyapa gave the mounji. Earth gave the deer skin. Moon god gave the sacred staff. Aditi gave the piece of cloth. The sky lord gave the umbrella. Please imagine, small boy, small height, big stomach, bald head with a shikha, holding so many things. How? Only he knows. We cannot use our intelligence. Okay? Aditi gives a piece of cloth. Sky lord gives an umbrella. Brahma gives the kamandalu. Saptarishis gave him the kusha grass. Saraswati gave the, who else can give the akshamala than Saraswati? Saraswati akshamala. Kubera gives the bhiksha patra. That is a good sign. That's a very good sign. So that the bhiksha patra will never be empty. It will become akshaya patra. You got it? Though it is why it is called as aksha patra or bhiksha patra. Who can give bhiksha other than Devi Annapurna? Nityananda kari, Varabhaya kari, Saundarya Ratna kari, Nirdhuta khila ghora pavana kari, Pratyaksha Maheshwari. And she gives the first bhiksha to the divine Vamana. After that, he has to go fast. We also have to move fast, right? The Lord, all his padas goes towards Yakshala. Very beautiful line of the Yakshala, how the Lord goes. But before that, I would also want you to appreciate Sanskrit for 2 minutes. Listen to the gifts. You heard the English translation. I want you to listen to original Sanskrit, which says about it. Tam vatum vamanam drishtva modamana maharshayah karmani karayamasu puraskritya prajapatim tasyopaniyamanasya savitrim savita abravit brahaspatir brahmasutram Mekhalam Kashyapo Adadat Tadau Krishnajinam Bhumir Dandam Somo Vanaspatihi Kaupina Achhadanam Mata Gaushatram Jagatpate Kamandalum Vedagarbha Kushanta Sarpatashayo Daduh Akshamalam Maharaja Saraswatyavayatmanaha Tasmait Yupanitaya Yakshadad Patrikavadat Bhiksham Bhagavati Sakshat Bhiksham Bhagavati Sakshat Uma Dadat Ambika Sati. Bhiksha was given by Annapurna herself. Bhiksha is given by Annapurna. How can the Vatu remain hungry? How can the Vatu remain hungry? And then you have the Lord is all his glory. He says, Jagan Tatra Sara Samprato Parenagam Sanmayan Pade 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 Pade. He is making the whole world tremble by his weight. It is a prelude for what is happening in the future. Parenagam Sanmayan Pade 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 Pade. He is going continuously, keeping 1 foot after the other, 1 foot after the other, 1 foot after the other. Is running towards the Yankeshala because we have to complete Vamana Avatara before 8:30, right? And then you say, then his attendants go and say, Swami, I don't know who has come. Yar bandidaro gottilla. Sakshat Suryane bandangide. No. Ashwina Kumarigal bandangide. Illa. Sakshat Agni Devtane bandidane. Bali gets confused. All of you stay quiet. I will see it. And the moment he goes, he sees only one thing. Swagatam te namastubhyam brahmahanikam karam te brahmanishinam tapassakshan manye tvararya vapurdhanam adhyana pitrastutta adhyana pavitam kulam adhya srishta katrayam yat bhavana gato gruhan. I don't know who you are. Nanagu gottilla ninu yaru anta. But today, my pitrus are tripta. Today, please remember, if you cannot perform Tripti or Pitru Karmas on their death anniversary, at least on Mahalaya Amavasya, do a Annadana at a Vruddhashram. That is the best way to get rid of Pitru dosha. Today we are saying that Adyana Pitru Stripta Adyana Pavitam Kulam. मेरा कुल आज पावन हो गया, मेरे पितृलोक तृप्त हो गए. Everybody in my Pitraloka is Tripta. Everybody is, my Kula has been Pavana. Atya Srishta Kraturayam. Even the Yajna has become complete. Why? Yajno Yajna Padariyajva, Yajnango Yajnavahanaha, Yajna Pratyajna Yajna Yajna Bhuk Yajna Sadhanaha, Yajnantakat Yajna Gohya Annamannada Evacha. That Yajna Purusha himself has come to Bali. Take Viksha today. What a contrast. Where the Lord gives everyone to everybody, here the Lord has come as a beggar to demolish the ego of Bali. English says, Gam Kanchana. But ego will never allow us to be happy. What does the ego do? Ego will say, Tumko kya chahiye? Bolo main tumko deta hu. What you want, ask and it shall be given. I, the sovereign emperor of the three worlds, will grant you what you want. भगवान को दोगे, वो तुमको दे रहा है, उसके भीख पे तुम जी रहे हो और तुम कह रहे हो कि तुम उसको दोगे. गाम कांचन गुणवदधाम मृष्टिम तथान्येयपमुत वा विप्रकन्याम ग्रामान समृद्धस्तुरंगान गजान वा रथास्तरहतम संप्रतीच्छ. Ask what you want. Horses, cows, elephants. Give dry cows to Brahmanas as dana and take care of cows which do not yield milk. Go Seva Raksha should be a part of our Sanatana Dharma. You got it? Go. What you want? Elephants, horses. You want bhavanas. You want palaces. What do you want? You want ornaments. What is that you want? You want villages to take care. I will give you anything that you want. The Lord is very clever. He has his own finance ministry. When you have a finance minister at home, she cuts all your budgets. When you have a tax consultant at home, she knows how much you should be there, how much should be given to whom. She balances your pocket perfectly. And you have Lakshmi herself who is there. You're getting that? And Lakshmi, he says, and then he says, Tasmat tato mahimishat rineham varadarshaphat padani trini daityani sammitani pada mama. This is height of arrogance even on type of Vamana sometimes I feel. Padani trini, I want 3 steps, but let it be of my footstep. Any egoistic person will be hurt. A small kid like this comes and says, I want 3 steps worth of wealth. We will laugh at him. And the same thing that happened to Bali. Aho Brahmanadayada Vachaste Vriddha Samhita Tvam Balo Balishmati Swata Pratyabhudoyata. Aho Brahmanadayada. Though you speak like a wise man, because before that Vamana gave this big lecture to Bali saying that what will I do of extra wealth which will not be useful for him, not knowing that he is going to gain away all the extra wealth from Bali. You got it? So that is the value of it. Aho Brahmanadayada. He speaks like this only. The Bhagavata has got the intonation. I am not creating the tone. Bhagavata has got the tone. Aho Brahmanadayada. Vachaste Vriddha Sammata. You speak like an old intelligent man. Tvam balo balishmatihi swartham pratyabhudoyata. You don't even know what is good for yourself. You're asking 3 paces of your small, little, tiny, puny little feet. It is an insult to me. I give it to you. Of my feet? No, I'll give it to you. Not knowing that Vamana will become Trivikrama in the next few seconds to complete the Vamana Avatara before 8:30. You're getting it? So he says, okay, now your Guru can never be wrong. Please respect your Guru. The moment you don't listen to your Guru, you are sure to meet destruction. It's a humble request to all of you. If your Guru is telling shut up, please shut up. If your Guru tells you to talk, talk. If your Guru tells you to walk, walk. If your Guru tells you to jump, you jump. We have a Shukracharya who says, Vishnave Kshamam वामनाय महिं दातुं जग्राह जलभाजनं विष्णवेक्षां प्रदास्यन्तु श्रवणा असुरेश्वरम् एष वैरोचने साक्षात्. Please listen to Sanskrit, it's wonderful. एषे वैरोचः साक्षात् भगवान् विष्णु अव्ययः कश्यपादिते जातो देवानां कार्यसाधकः. You got the mission, you got the objective, you got the goal. What is the goal? Devanam Karya Sadhakaha. He has come here only to fulfill the mission of Devatas. And what is the mission of Devatas? To get back the Swarga so that he goes to the Patala. Simple. Got it? Shukracharya says so much. And he goes and hides in the kamandal of the our great Bali. Vishnu is very clever. He takes one kusha grass, straight away pierces inside. Shukracharya loses one eye. You say, if a guru does the wrong thing, God will protect you, don't worry. But
अभी गुरु जी बोल रहे हैं
this
कि
fellow did
पितृलोक
not
शांत
listen.
हो गया.
The best part is, in the Narayaniyam he says, when you speak about Bali Charitra, I cannot Narayaniyam.
आज मैंने करा
Because it says very beautiful.
तिलक के साथ पानी के साथ
याचत्येवं यदि स भगवान् पूर्णकामोऽस्मि सोऽहं दास्यामेव स्थिरमिति वदन् काव्यशब्दोऽपि दैत्याः विन्ध्यावल्याः निजदैतया दत्तपादाय तुभ्यं चित्रं चित्रं सकलमपि सप्राप्यतोय पूर्वम्. Please remember all the gentlemen gathered in this august audience. Don't do any dharma karya without the lady giving the water.
Oh my God, तो वो कठिन है.
Otherwise, it is considered
दही डालते हैं.
incomplete. That is why Rama also had to get the golden Sita.
सॉफ्ट करने के लिए दही डालते हैं.
Otherwise, it was not possible. Ardhangini. That is why she is called. Sita is called as Dharmacharini. Because she upholds the dharma of Sri Rama.
ठीक है, perfect.
यम सुता यम सीता मम सुताः सह धर्मचरितवा. A wife is not merely a procreating machine, but in the house she is a dharmacharitava. If all of you are here today, it must be some punya of them also. Please remember, you cannot be here without their punya. Yam Sita mama Sita saha dharma charitava. A wife should be one who pushes the man onto the way of dharma, not pulls you away from dharma. A wife should be the one who pushes you on the path of dharma. Right? याचत्येवं यदि स भगवान् पूर्णकामोऽस्मि सोऽहं दास्यामेव स्थिरमिति वदन् काव्यशब्दोऽपि दैत्यः विन्ध्यावल्या निजदैतया तत्तपादाय तुभ्यं चित्रं चित्रं सकलमपि सप्राप्यतोय पूर्वम्. So what happens there is beautiful. After the Lord reaches the Yagnashala, Bali welcomes the Lord, asks what he wants, and the Lord asks for 3 pieces of land. Bali says, I am ready to give. And he says, Vindhyavali, please pour water. I am ready to pour. Not knowing that it is the sign of self-destruction. As the water is being poured along with the akshata to the Lord, please remember, I want you to imagine the Lord, okay? As the water is poured, the Lord grows into immeasurable heights, immaculate prowess, immaculate shine, immaculate pleasure and splendor. You don't know where he is going, where he is starting, where he is ending. लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं बलि ने क्या क्या देखा. मैं कहता हूँ ये पूछो कि बलि ने क्या क्या नहीं देखा. He saw the entire world. You want to know what he saw in the world? Is in the body of the Lord were the 3 gunas. In the sole of the feet there were saptadvipas. In the earth, the feet, the mountains, and the shankas in the leg. In the knees was the atmosphere. In the loincloth of the Lord was Sandhya. In the anus was the asuras. In the genitals was the prajapatis. In the navel was the firmament. firmament. In his sides was the 7 oceans. In the chest was the stars. In his heart was Dharma. In his chest was Satya. In the mind was moon. In the bosom was Sri Devi. In the throat was Samaveda. In the ears were Indra and Dikdevatas. In the crown there was the heaven. In the looks there were clouds. In the nostrils there was air. In the eyes there was sun. In the mouth there was fire. In the speech there were Vedas. In the palate there was Varuna. In the eyelashes he had day and night. And in the forehead he had anger. He had greed. In his lips he has Adharma. In the back he has death in his shadow. He has Maya in his laughter. He has herbs and forests in his hair. He has the arteries and the veins as the rivers. And he has the rocks in the nails. And he has the Brahma in his intellect. This is the Vishwarupa. Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Bhuta Krit Bhuta Prit Bhavo Bhutatma Bhuta Bhavana. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಕಾಣಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಇಡೀ ವಕ್ಷಸ್ಥಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿರಣ್ಯಗರ್ಭೋ ಭೂ ಗರ್ಭೋ ಮಾಧವೋ ಮಧುಸೂದನ. ಉಗುರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಟ್ಟಗಳನ್ನು ಕಾಣ್ತು, ಕಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬೆಳಕಿತ್ತು, ಆ ಕಣ್ಣ ರೆಪ್ಪೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಚಂದ್ರ ಮತ್ತೆ ದಿನ ಮತ್ತೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಅವನ ಒಂದು ಮುಗುಳ್ನಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಯೆ ಇತ್ತು, ಅವನೊಂದು ಛಾಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮೃತ್ಯು ಇತ್ತು. That is the Lord. That is the Lord. And this has been described in the Bhagavata Purana as the Vishwarupa of the Lord. That is why you say, when you visit the Vishwarupa, I will read it for you. That is why it is said, only when the wife offers the water is the dana complete. Till then, don't take it as complete. You got it? That is why you have Sahadharma Charitava. Vilya Valya Nijadaitaya Tattadaya. And the Lord finally says, okay, Bali, he says, self-styled sovereign of the world, with 1 foot I have kept my head, on 1 foot I have taken over the earth, with 1 foot I have taken over the whole world. Where is the place for the 3rd foot? ಒಂದು ಪಾದದಿಂದ ಭೂಮಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ರಮಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಪಾದದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೋಕಗಳನ್ನ ಆಕ್ರಮಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ 3rd foot? 3ನೇ ಪಾದ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? Well, he says, Prabhu, I have nothing else than my heady head. That is the only place where your father has not touched it. Please keep your head on my head. That is why you get the Shadari when you go to the Vaishnava temples every day. The significance of Shadari on your head signifies the Lord's feet on your head. And that is why you say that Lord has got that energy to remove your karmas. Only Smaranam of the Lord's feet can remove your karma. So afterwards he says, then he goes ahead, he puts that and he says, what is happening to Bali after that? He is told, there is a dialogue between Bali and Lord Vamana. He says, Vinigrahadasa sadhuvada. The Lord says, you have almost lost everything, Bali. Ella hogbitidini natra. He says, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು ಅಸಾಧುವಾದ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ಯಾರಿಂದ. Some people say with great pride, income tax raided my house 13 times. बाढ़ में जाए ऐसा धन. 13 times income tax and you say it with pride. That is asadhuvada, where people should not criticize you for anything. Bali was afraid of that. What a wonderful family. Yesterday for the grandfather Narasimha came. Today for the grandson Vamana came. What a beautiful family. Aren't you jealous of this family? I am worried of asadhuvada. What is the learning from Bali Charitra? Every time you perform an action, please learn it should not bring you bad name. Please think 10 times before you perform an action. It should not give you a bad name. So, and the Lord gives a Ashirvada to Bali. You know what he says? There is an identification to find out where my Kripa is. There is a identification to find out where my Kripa is. Janma karma vayorupa vidyaishwarya dhanadibihi yadyasya bhavet stambas tatrayammat anugraha. 4 qualities. Please remember that. Rupa, Vidya, Aishwarya, Dhana. Where these four things are there, minus Ahankara, there my Anugraha is there. Is this clear? Vidya, Dhana, Aishwarya, and your Rupa. Some people are beautiful, but they don't have Vidya. Some people are Vidyavantas, but they don't have Aishwarya. सरस्वती और लक्ष्मी का तो कभी नहीं चला है भैया, लेकिन आजकल सरस्वती की वजह से ही लक्ष्मी मिलती है. ठीक है, सरस्वती and Lakshmi both happen together. And then the Lord says, go, go, go. Bali, go to the Sutala Loka. I will see you every day there. I will see you every day. Nityam drishtasi mam tatra gadapani mavasthitam maddarshana mahalada dasta karma nivandana. Our karma also will be broken if we listen to this Vamana Charitra. So what is the falashruti of this? The Lord says, at the end, you will be rid of all the karmas. All of us want that only, no? If we are not rid of karmas, we will have Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Itareshanam, Yasansare, Bahudustare, Kripaya Pahe, Pahi Murare, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Purnamate, Samprapte, Sannihite, Kale, Nai Rakshati, Dukhin Karani. Okay, there is one request which has come. We will do the Aarti a bit late. Today happens to be a very good day. So I wanted to bring Krishna just to this earth and we will leave him. Okay? We will just leave Krishna to this earth. The story and all I will tell you later. Okay? Under 5 more minutes. We'll just bring Krishna to this earth and we will leave. Okay? So, Palashruti says, attains highest divine state. One who listens to the Vamana Charitra attains highest divine state. One who recites this Charitra will, all his desires for which he is working will be fulfilled. If you have taken a Sankalpa and it is not working because of some doshas, please read the Vamana Charitra. Your desires will be fulfilled. Okay. So this is about the Bali Charitra. We move on today to the avatar of Krishna. Tomorrow the details of avatar of Krishna will be there. So how did Krishna come in? Krishna came in the last night, dark night, or the late fortnight, all that. And then he says, Ananda Rupa Bhagavan Aitevatare Prapte Pradipta Bhavadanga Niriyamani Kanti Vaderiva Ganagana Mandaletya Ma Vrinvati Viruruche Kila Varshavela. It was a raining night, the 8th night, the rainy night of the 8th night of the dark fortnight, and Krishna comes. How? But before that, he has all the beautiful skin. You imagine, if a simple great human being like Adi Shankaracharya was born, the grahas adjusted themselves. When Krishna has to be born, what kind of a cosmos should be built up? That is why you say that when Krishna came, before that, 7 children were killed. There was not even a single Shabda from Vasudeva and Deva. They were imprisoned. I will tell the story in detail tomorrow. But today happens to be a very good day. So I just want to read the Avatar Shloka of Krishna and complete it. So please bear with me for under 2 minutes and then I will tell you about the Krishna Avatar, Krishna Janma and all tomorrow itself. How did the Lord come to this planet? Atas sarvagunopetah kala paramashovana yairvajana janmaksham shantakshakrahatarakam dishaprasedar gaganam nirmalongudadayakam mahi mangala bhuvishta puragrama vajakaraha. The whole atmosphere was brightened by the Lord's coming. The whole atmosphere started to reverberate with the Lord's message that the Lord has come. The Lord has come. How did the Lord come? Here is the description. Tam adbhutam balakam mambujekshatam chaturbhujam shankradayudayudam shivatsalaksham galsurkaustubam pitambaram sandapayodasopagam mahadavairudya kirita kundatvishapayashaktasahaskukalam uttama तमद्भुतं बालकं मम्बुजेक्षणं चतुर्भुजं शङ्खगदायुधायुधं श्रीवत्सलक्ष्मं गलशोभितं पीताम्बरं सान्द्रपयोधसौभगम् ॐ नमो नारायणाय 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 नारायण 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 तमद्भुतं बालकं मम्बुजेक्षणं शङ्खचक्रायुधायुधं चतुर्भुजं शङ्खगदायुधायुधं श्रीवत्सलक्ष्मं गलशोभिकौस्तुभं पीताम्बरं सान्द्रपयोधसौभगं महारवैदूर्यकिरीटकुण्डलद्विषा परिष्वक्तसहस्रकुण्डलम् उद्दामकाञ्चित्कङ्कणादिभिः विरोचमान Vasudeva Ikshata. The first person to see the Lord was his father Vasudeva. Why? Because Sthitapragyasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava. He was the one who did not utter even a single word while his 6 children were killed. We have brought Lord Krishna to our apartment today. May all the blessings of Krishna be with all of you. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We can all stand up in reverence to Krishna and chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 11 times, eyes closed. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Lord Krishna has come to this earth today. Tomorrow we will have the celebrations in Nandagram. We can celebrate now for the Aarti. Tomorrow all the gents can come in as colorful dresses as they want. The maximum colorful dresses, because we have celebration of Krishna birth tomorrow. Today Krishna has come, tomorrow celebrations will happen.
ವಾಸುದೇವನೇ ಬಾರೋ ಶೇಷಾಚಲನ ಮೂರುತಿಯ ವಾಸುದೇವನೇ ಬಾರೋ ದಾಸರಳು ವಾಸನಾದ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಬಾರೋ ನಾದ ಬಾರೋ करता दुखहर्ता वार्ता विनाकी जय देव रत्नाखचित संकष्टी पावावे निर्वाणी रक्षावे सुरवर वंदना जय देव जय देव जय जय सद्गुरुराया जय जय भक्तर प्रिया जय जय दत्तात्रेया ಬೆಳಗುವೆ ನಾರುತಿಯ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಸ್ಮರಿಸಿ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಭಾವದಿ ಭಜಿಸಿ ಮುಕ್ತಿಯ ಕೋರುವೆ ಜೀಯ ದತ್ತ ಗುರುರಾಯ ದತ್ತ ದಿಗಂಬರ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಸುಂದರು ನಿನ್ನ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ಜಯ ಶಾಂತಿ ಪ್ರಿಯ ಪ್ರಿಯ ಕನಯ ಗುರುವೇ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಮಹಿಮೆ ಅರಿತು ಬಂದೆನು ನರದಿ ಕರುಣೆಯ ತೋರಿಸಿ ಪ್ರಭುವೇ ತಾರಿಸು ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಯನ್ಮದ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುದಿನವೂ ಸ್ಥಿರವಾಗಿ ನೀರಾಯ ಚಿತ್ತವನ್ನೇ ಮಲಗೊಳಿಸಿ ವರ್ತಿಸಿದ್ದೇ ಮಲ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿರಂಜನ ನಿನಗೆ ಎತ್ತುವೆ ನಾಡಿಯ ಜಯ ಜಯ ಸದ್ಗುರುರಾಯ ಜಯ ಜಯ ಭಾಸ್ಕರ ಪ್ರಿಯ ಜಯ ಜಯ ದತ್ತಾತ್ರೇಯ ಬೆಳಗುವೆ ನಾಡಿಯ परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहिषां गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कालेन पृथ्वीशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः सज्जनाः सन्तु निर्भयाः सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय समर्पयामि असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनं पूर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनं पूर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ಇಂದ್ರ ಮೂರೋದ ಪಾಠಗಳಿಗೆ ವಾಮನ ಹಾಗೂ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿಂದ ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾವಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವು ಮೂರೋದ ಪಾಠಪಟ್ಟಿನ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕುಟುಂಬದವರಿಂದ ಜೀವನ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಂದ ಭಕ್ತರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಹಾಗೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಲಿ ಪ್ರಸಾದ ವಿತರಣೆ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭವಾಗಲಿದೆ ಮೊದಲು ಸುಮಾರಿನ ಜಯನಗರ ಬಂಧಿತ ದೂರದಿಂದ ಸ್ಥಳದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೊದಲು ಆದ್ಯತೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ವಿನಂತಿ